Peace. God is such a perfect and wise thing, a perfect match to your imperfection. God is such a perfect and wise thing. The earth is for heaven. That your being upon this earth is for heaven. That you are more than you can conceive of yourself. That there is purpose within and beyond any conceptual basis that you can have of yourself, of great beauty and wonder. That you are placed here on this earth to witness such a thing as your heart, directed upon you in such a true, perfect, and real way that you cannot escape it. And still, such at the same time, all things will be shaped around you to be a mercy for you, to benefit you in the highest on this earth and in the heavens, that you have of yourself, this revealed nature of your being and of your heart. God is such a perfect and wise thing that God will place peasants in the place of kings and kings in the place of peasants. That God will know you in this way, that you will have this opportunity, you men of weak heart and spirit, you will be put in these positions, these elevated positions, to be able to prove of yourself that you are just, that you are righteous. You who has a wicked heart, you will be blessed with the position and an opportunity to prove of yourself that you are more, and that there may be mercy upon you as you give mercy to others in the position that has been granted you. And you kings, placed in this place of a peasant, rich man in heart, strong in spirit and faith, walking strong and upright in purpose, placed in such a difficult position that you have nothing over this world. This is your blessing, that you have nothing of this world and that you prove it to God, everything that you are proof upon your own being and a revelation upon your own being to yourself, that you are awake to your heart and to your nature, this revealed truth upon you. And it is such a way that it is blessed on the earth and it is blessed in the heavens, that you get to go through this and experience of yourself in such a way. I see so many men walk upon this earth and they wish for riches, and they wish for riches, and they wish for ease, and they wish not to have difficulty, and they wish not for struggle. But they do not know it was what makes them so beautiful, is that they struggle, that they go through so much, that they have a journey, they have something in front of them to conquer. It is in the nature of heaven, in the nature of your being, that you have been placed here to experience and to witness, that God will grant you all of this. And that through your difficulty, through every heartache, difficulty, every sickness that you go through, every hurt, every pain that you go through, that it is shaped as a beautiful thing for you within your heart, within your spirit. Everything you overcome, you carry further with you in heaven, in paradise, that you are granted this unique truth of your being. And it is so perfect just in this way. You may plant a tree, you may have a garden, you may plant a tree, and it provides shade for a creature of the forest or a wandering man. And this is a blessing for you. This is multiplied, this goodness that you have done, this life that you have given, this ease that you have granted another. It is multiplied for you perpetually within your own being. You don't need to see it. You do not need to witness it for it to be so, for it to be true. Every impact that you make, positive, is granted in a multitude upon you, upon your own being. There's an interconnectedness in all things in this way, in God's perfect design of all things, that you will come to this, that you will receive of yourself, and that goodness and beauty are multiplied through your heart and your spirit, in your doings, and your witnessing through the eyes that you've been granted. And you hear a humble truth to know that this sight was granted to me, this heartache, this love that I'm capable of witnessing was granted upon me. This beautiful truth, let this be multiplied, that I'm humble to this, a gift I have been given. And it is so perfect in God's design, in God's perfect and infinite knowledge and wisdom of God's creation. No mistake has been made in every negative thing that may come of me. Still, there may be a mercy found in a further knowledge gained of my own being, that I am further revealed. Do I have regret? Do I have remorse? What have these hands done? What lies have I spoken? And what has come from this? This diminished state that I'm allowed to witness through my own doing, through my own being, that I've perpetuated upon anything I'm a witness to. Let us have humble gratitude for this as well, that we're allowed to witness whenever we're wrong. That we see the mercy that is granted to us in this. That we see the mercy that is granted to us in this. The folly of my own hand. You know, I've heard this from people. They will say, you seem to be an honest man of pure intent. And they do not know I have seen my own hand. I know the only goodness of me is of God. And I'm humble and I'm grateful for this, that it may be a blessing upon you, that the only goodness of me is of God, and that this may be multiplied upon you and upon all things, and that we may witness this beauty together. And further still, I have seen the folly of my own hand. I have seen the folly of yours as mine. No separation here. The interconnectedness of all things, God's perfect design. And I've witnessed in this the folly of our own being, the failure of our own being, the imperfection of our own being. And I've witnessed it as such in God's humble mercy, that all things may be forgiven and overcome, and higher truth in nature gained here, the only place that we will ever be here together, now one. And in this place of now, God's perfect design, God's perfect wisdom, God's perfect mercy, granted upon you, granted upon me, blessed in all things. I'm delivered here. You're delivered here. Truth is found and crafted here, beyond space, beyond time, within and without. Accompaniment to all things. Closer than my own beating heart is this truth, that God is. And it is beautiful that it is multiplied in this way, in that all witnessing is a unique witnessing. That your sight, that your heart, that your eyes, and everything that you will go through in your life is a beautiful gift upon me, and I to you. And that as I overcome, it is blessed upon you. Your chains are weakened. And it is the same for you. As you overcome, my chains are weakened. And it has all been placed here perfectly in purpose, that we come to this together. This unique witnessing of truth. And that we find this to be love. That we find this to be beautiful. and that we may have this of ourselves and grant it upon another. And so you see, you can look out upon the world and all of man's circumstances, and we love to do this. We love to believe that we are the righteous judge, and we forget ourselves in this. We look out into the world, and we see all that is wrong of others in the established way of things. And within our own being, you will find the same established condition. In the moment that it is transformed within you, it cannot help but be changed in what you witness. And this is such a beautiful thing. Just imagine, consider upon yourself, imagine, let us be children, let us have this play. Let us allow this joyous, creative, inspired thinking of ourselves. Let us wonder and let us find, let us consider, let us imagine. One life multiplied in all things, my life, in all things surrounding, every circumstance, every relation, every being, the perfect design and interconnectedness of all things, facilitated through my being, the world, and the world through me, that I will come awake to this perfect union within myself, and here heaven arrives, and that this is simultaneously occurring uniquely in all others, that for you as well, every occurrence of your life, every relation, this beautiful interconnectedness of all things in God's perfect design upon you, God's perfect love upon you, God's perfect knowledge of you, God's perfect wisdom, love and mercy has facilitated upon you every occurrence of your existence, your own being, and endowed upon you this power, this will, this ability to witness and transform of oneself, that all things may take a likeness to you, and that here heaven is found through all that you witness, through every difficulty, every beauty witnessed, every difficulty, every struggle, every loss, every defeat, a victory. Another step forward, we have learned a bit more. And here heaven is found. This place, here, now, oneness, a sacred truth that we uphold, a oneness, here, now, present, this gift that we may give and be. Here, now, I am delivered, you are delivered, a truth of nature. And so here you have wealth of being, a revealed nature and heart that you are, and you have eternity to find it. You have eternity to find it. And so even when you are lost, you are perfectly placed, that you may find all that you have sought, as it was never removed from you. It has always been exactly where you are. Be lost with the truth. Come and find yourself and be revealed. And further, we can reflect and we can meditate. Let us consider, let us be as children, let us play, let us imagine. What then is the devil? God's perfect creation, all things. And here the devil is allowed, that you may overcome. God has perfect wisdom over all of God's creation. God has a perfect knowledge of your being, and still God will present you these perfect designed occurrences, tests upon you, that you may be revealed. And in all of this, there is a judgment. There is a judgment. We do not always want to hear it, some of us. We would rather there not be a judgment, and we neglect our own being in this. There is a judgment. Every test we face, have you passed? Have you failed? In the way you approach this questioning, you as well are further revealed. Forgiveness is found here. None enter the kingdom of heaven. None receive any love, any goodness, any peace, any creative potential, any ability to witness. Your heart is not beating of its own accord. All of this is granted to you. Here, let us be humble before this beautiful truth that this is all a gift. This is all been given freely. And in this judgment, have I passed? Have I failed? Here is forgiveness, that I seek mercy, that I seek for mercy, that I may be forgiven within my own being, and it is granted as God is ever merciful, God is ever forgiving. Humble truth, let us come before this. Let us kneel before this and pray and speak of our own nature, our own delivered place of being here and now. Let us speak here together of our own revealed nature. Let us pray and reveal of ourself. Let us observe and commune in God. This mercy, this perfect knowledge, this perfect wisdom, perfect design. Humble before this. Mercy and forgiveness, all is given. I am a gift. You are a gift that God has given upon all things that you may witness. Truth of your heart, truth of your nature, beauty in your eyes, behold this, all that you are. In every sunset unique, in your eyes, every sunset unique, in your eyes. Stars in dark skies, perfect in your eyes, unique and beautiful, wonder, beautiful child, innocence, imagination. Let us have this, let us wonder. Sunrise, new day, everything that can be here. Your beautiful life, the gift you are, everything that can be here, where you are, as you are, acceptance and forgiveness. Grant this upon yourself, the mercy that God is. A humble truth. A humble truth. That I grant myself upon you, my revealed nature, that I have an authenticity and a grace before God upon my being, that you may witness this. And your chains be further broken, that I be blessed, that I may witness the same of your being. We hear these words such as humble, Many do not want to bow and pray. Many do not want to think there is something greater beyond your understanding or capability. What folly is this? What a failure of our own being is this? What a test. So we hear this word, we hear the word humble, and we forget ourselves in it. But the truth of this word humble, humility, the truth of it is that you will allow a witnessing of yourself. That is the grace in it. That you are authentic, that you are before this, that you are humble to the greatness of your own being, the image you were made in. Who are you, human life? Who am I? Who are you? human life, to believe myself is less. Eternity has birthed me into this. I have a determined nature of my own being. I am awake, I am witnessing, I can create here. There is color, there is sound, here is light. Let us explore the dark then. Who am I? Who are you, human life, to deny the greatness of your nature in God, that God has granted all things that you may witness of yourself? Who am I not to be humble to that and to embrace and accept this grace, this authentic nature and proof and truth of being that I am and that you are, and then that we may witness all this beauty together, the beauty of suffering, the beauty of struggle, the beauty that we may choose in these things to come together. That we may have forgiveness, that we may learn further from this and not hold each other captive. Is God has created a free creation in man, that you are allowed everything wicked and horrible and damned. And God has given in perfect design forgiveness and mercy and grace upon you, that you may have of yourself, that you are safe to explore, and that you are safe to find everything that you are not and everything that you are. And that we may give this to each other, these humble truths. You know, I think about that. A humble truth. I have climbed a mountain. I adore the sky and the vast space and beauty spread across all of this earth. And I was great to climb the mountain, and I have found in it humility. What great beauty that I witness. And you begin in this way, you know. You begin in this way as you remember of yourself these things, these humble truth of beauty and grace, your authentic nature, your revealed heart, your revealed spirit, your revealed truth in being, here and now. Heaven is upon you. Heaven is upon you. Spread all across the earth. Heaven is upon you. And you may take it everywhere that you are. And it may be a gift to others in your humble presence that you are great, and that it takes not from others that you are great, and that I am more when you are. And so further revealed nature found here. Do not deny of your own being. Do not deny of your own being. Is in your true nature, as you embrace and embody and further reveal of your own nature through your failures, through your struggles, through your difficulties, through the beauty that you witness in any way that you may. This reflection is shown upon others. I may find further of my being in yours, that you have determined of your own self, this beauty and this proof and truth of nature. You know, how often have you found yourself in poetry or a song another has sang, a melody, a songbird waking up to the sunrise? And you have found something familiar here as the wind has kissed your skin. You have found something familiar here of your own being, a truth of your own being, a comfort, a love, a wonderment, beauty. all of it is given, and all of it is a gift, and there is no denial of it, there is no running from it, but that you may be allowed to be lost in truth will be here with you, wherever you are, your revealed nature. And I'm grateful for this, and I'm grateful that you are, and I'm grateful that I am, and I'm grateful that God is. Beautiful love and truth, glory, grace, strength, thanks. Grateful, God, that you are courage, strength, protection. I'm with you. Peace.